For more on Pompeo's visit to China, I'm joined now by George Koo, founder and former managing director of International Strategic Alliances and a regular contributor to the Asia Times. Timing is everything. Not the best time for a visit, especially after these harsh words from the vice president last week. Give me your thoughts on this rebuke.
Well, the Secretary Pompeo's visit could have had four possible outcomes that would have been better than the actual one. He could have gone to Beijing because he's already in the neighborhood, and it's a courtesy call to debrief what happened in Pyongyang with Kim Jong-un. That's one possible outcome. Second outcome, he could have gone to Beijing and say, hey, President Trump would like to declare victory if we only can come to some agreement to resolve the trade dispute, and here's the proposal. The third outcome would have been to come and say, you know, Vice President Pence really didn't mean what he said. That was only for domestic consumption. And the fourth one is President Trump loved the reception he got in Beijing, and he would like to do it again. Now, that would have been, any of those outcomes would have been better than the actual message that he carried, which is to really harden the position, to reconfirm that the hardened position between U.S. and China are going to be here to stay for quite some time.
So where does the relationship go moving forward?
I think it's only going to get worse. I think that the Trump White House right now are being dominated by what Bob Woodward said in his book, Fear. Economists, that 99.999% of professional economists do not respect, do not think that they have the credentials, do not think they know what they're doing, and they're making all the wrong assumptions on how they think they can win this trade war. And from there, it gets worse because the agenda is now much broader than just talking about the economics.
But they're digging their heels in, and there's going to be carnage. I mean, any kind of war, whether it's a trade war or any other kind of war, there are casualties. Yeah. Give me your sense of obviously consumers in the United States are going to suffer once the tariffs go into place because those will be passed on to consumers. What's going to be the impact here in the United States and in China?
Well, the impact in the United States right now is being covered by the upbeat on the stock market, by low unemployment figures, by the economy seemingly doing very well. But it's the price to pay will come. I can't say when. It could be next year. It could be even sooner. And from China's point of view, they're going to be hurting right now because it's affecting their income, their exports, sorry. So you have a situation where both sides are going to lose in the near term and perhaps even in the middle term. So the question really is how each side is going to deal with it and how are they going to withstand the pain for the foreseeable future. And the way I see it, I don't think the United States are in the business of withstanding pain because they have so much political interest coming from all different sides, and most of it are not going to stand still once they start to see the consequences. So it's going to be tough for the political leaders in the U.S. I think in China, there's more apt to be able to take the pain and ride it out. And the other thing is, I think China has more options. They can start to develop and look elsewhere for their trading relationships. They can develop a domestic economy. They can be looking for upgrading their quality of manufacturing and bringing products out. I don't see U.S. taking any actual solutions other than beating up on China.
Well, George, we're going to have to leave it there, but thanks for joining us from California.